Alright, fine, I'll talk about it. I am way too sick to be making a video, but you know what? Fine. I'll do it. So in the final end credit scene of the final episode of Murder Drones, Uzi looks in a mirror and glitches out for a second, only for them to reveal that Sin is still sentient, alive, and inside of Uzi, being able to control her tail for a few seconds. Now this frame when she glitches out, we can clearly see this image, which is obviously the hologram from episode 2 being controlled by the hologram projectors, also first appearing in that episode. But what does this mean? Is Uzi even real? Well, you guys seem to think she's a hologram, so... Well, Uzi's obviously connected to the projectors and the holograms here, so you know what that means. Conspiracy board time. I love this thing. So we clearly see Uzi here being connected directly to all of the projectors that the solver has. Also, the hologram texture matches that of episode 2, meaning that the idea that she's a hologram is actually very likely. And all throughout the battle, Sin actually looks like she's having a good time. Not just because she's playing with her food, but she doesn't even fight back once she's defeated. Doesn't even try to. A lot of people have theorized that this is because she actually wants this to be the final result. Look at how slow she's glitching out here. Uzi's moving relatively fast, but her teleportation is slower than usual. And even then, with the slowest teleportation compared to all of the other times that we've ever seen, we clearly see that she teleports directly into Uzi's hand. This could not be a mistake that Sin would actually be making. There's no way that's what would be happening here. So a lot of people have theorized that maybe Sin did this on purpose, so that she could take over Uzi, and it was also a convoluted plan to earn N's affection back. Sin, that's a little convoluted, but what's the explanation for this? Well, it's easier to assimilate than explain anyways. So, let's just get right into the evidence. We've got Tessa here. Clearly, Sin was using Tessa as a meat puppet to try and get closer to N. After all, she did kind of oof all those humans, so that's not going to be very helpful. And then she used their mother's flesh as a skin robot, so obviously N isn't exactly on her side. And when he ends up oofing Tessa, Sin decides that maybe this wasn't a very good plan. Wow, you really are a genius. Of course it wasn't. So then she decides to start possessing Uzi. Now, she knows that Uzi is someone that N has an affection for, so she decides to go inside of her in order to get his attention back. Literally just the younger sibling trying to get her brother's attention back. That's kind of funny. So this would be the projectors projecting Uzi into here, or maybe just her hallucinating, but either way, it seems like Sin is actually the one in control. Not just a competing entity here, which kind of messes up my whole timeline. So I've got to rewrite the timeline and the conspiracy board, and that's got to be different. So instead I have to add this, which has to be canon, but also maybe not because it's just a theory. Does that go there? Oh wait, no, I forgot about my Who Is This episode. Wait, so if Sin is the one in control, then that makes sense because she'd be controlling Uzi and Doll at the same time. So that validates that theory, but then I'd have to put that back there. And what is happening? Liam Vickers, tell me. I'm so lost. But it's seeming the most likely that this is what's going on. That Sin is possessing Uzi completely to earn back N's trust. She's not just in there, but is completely controlling it. We can see this in the glitching out screen over here, with the Russian doll and the Uzi. I made a whole video about this. You should go watch it. But it makes the most sense. Additionally, we see Uzi after this has happened. And what do we see around her? Tendrils. The iconic Sin tendrils. Ones that we've never seen on Solver Uzi before. We've never seen Solver Uzi use any of these, only ever seen Sin use them. This has only ever appeared on Sin, and more specifically, Tessin or Sinna. So I think this is our final piece of evidence. I think this is what ties everything together perfectly. I think this is evidence that Uzi is indeed still being controlled by Sin. And the only moments of free will she has is when Sin deems it strategically helpful. So anyways, end card time. Hey there, for today's end card, I'm going to be showing you guys me making the thumbnail. Sorry my voice was super annoying this video. I know it's always annoying, but specifically this video because I had a bad cold. But I needed to get this out in time, and I know it's a few days late, but that's because I needed to line it up with the release of Let Me In by CG5. Oh yeah, you should go watch that if you haven't yet. I'm gonna go listen to it.